Alert! Alert, everybody! Stop what you're doing and listen to what I have to say, because we have excitement. So much excitement. I might be overplaying this, but there's actually finally a new bug event in Animal Crossing Pocket Camp, and we are going to check it out. We're going to play it, and I'm Jake Spins from Spade Gals Productions, Game and Boxing Channel, as well as Spade Gals Original with Girl Cyclones, Quinn Core Flora, and Vlogs. Did you really think that I could have done an intro without doing my actual intro? It actually physically hurt me inside to not start off with that and just do the alert thing. But anyway, though, wow, that was one tap and it worked. Apparently this game is noticing the power of my level in this game, because I have like almost 70. I'm almost at level 70, which isn't that great, because on Reddit, I joined Reddit and I saw a bunch of stuff for Pocket Camp. You know, there's this whole community, and on one day people were celebrating 100 levels, which I was like, oh my gosh, that's impressive. Somebody was celebrating 1,000,000 bells too. I don't know if we can get there, probably not, but I guess it's a goal. We have the bunny's little red cookie, which I saw some of the stuff before, and one of the things is this like sleeping wolf plush, which is so adorable. It's great. And here we go. Summertime bug catching. Now, I talked to somebody on Twitter about this and asked them, okay, well, what's this about? All that kind of stuff. They gave me some information, which is great. And it looks like there's 3 different cookies that you can get, which honestly, I kind of wish that it ended up being a little bit better, but it's fine. And we can now use honey and stuff. So anyway, though, let's get into this. And we do still have the flower pollen stuff going on. I mean, yeah, I'm worried about that, but there's 6 days and all I need is blue, so I'll just do that in my own time. But yeah, we have a bunch of event stuff here. Like, holy crud, what the heck? So, okay, so catching fruit beetles, catching Horned Dynasty. Oh, I see how that's working. Okay. I mean, I guess that's nice, but yeah. Anyway, though, we are going to go... Well, we're going to go here first, because we got to see what fortune cookies are here, because that's the most likely case of us actually getting anything. Which, I am a little nervous about this, and just so you guys know, I streamed yesterday. I streamed Splatoon 2, and it's been a little while since I've streamed, so my voice is kind of, like, blown out. But your guys is, like, you guys were on the ball with that. I was like, I'm going to get, like... I don't know, maybe like 1 viewer, 2 viewers. I checked this morning, it was 105 viewers on YouTube alone, which is insane. And I was streaming with Odds, and she said that on Twitch, I had like an average of 8 viewers during a vast majority of the stream, which is actually really good for me. So yeah, you guys are rocking it. But I did say in that stream, like, all this stuff about how I'm trying to change my viewpoints and how views and all that isn't what matters. What matters is, you know, that I'm happy, and very happy doing this playthrough right now. And also, I know that whatever this is going to be is new, and I'm really hoping it's a Sleeping Wolf plush, but if it's, you know, I'm going to be okay with pretty much anything, probably, because, I mean, it's a Little Red Riding Hood thing. And fun fact, in Girl of Cyclones, there's actually a character based on Little Red Riding Hood. Also, we now have basically a Link Cross Boy Scout outfit. I guess Link decided he wanted to become a Boy Scout, which would be a better saying for that. Or like Hyrule Warriors Link kind of ish. It can pass as that, I guess. But one thing I really wanted to talk about is something that nobody has been talking about because of Smash Bros. Being around and it being the big Nintendo thing. But that would be Super Mario Party. Now, when it was first announced, there was a ton of people in there. And it was like, okay, how could this roster be so big? Well, I checked Nintendo's website and I looked at screenshots. Yeah, there's a lot of characters. There's Boom Boom, there's the female Boom Boom. Bowser Jr.'s in there. You've got Bowser now joining. You've got Monty Mole, Goomba, Koopa Troopa, Hammer Brother. And it's insane. because you've also got returning characters like Drybones and Boo and just all this amount of stuff. And yeah, some of those that I did list before were new, but like to the non-3DS ones, those are pretty much like, that's pretty much how that worked out. And it's insane to think about, because it's like, oh my gosh, we ended up having all of this, you know, we have all these characters that nobody, literally nobody, is going to sit down and say, you know what, I have no idea what character I want to play. Like, because like there's nobody I like in here. Everybody's going to be super pumped and super happy and be like, yes, I'm ready, I am set, and I'm just gonna pick this character. And the struggle is gonna be what character to pick. Because for me, it's like, okay, that's great, because I've got Boo, Yoshi, Peach, Rosalina. I'll probably play as Bowser a little bit. And then, like, that's 5 characters. And that's just, like, an in general type of thing. But I'm going to be playing as the other characters, too, and trying them out. Because there's just so many. And I was talking to my brother about this. I said 2 things. I said, first of all, this has to be some kind of a Smash-like thing. Where we start off with a very small category of characters, or something like that. Not exactly the same, but like a decent-sized amount of characters, and then you have to unlock them. Because if there's that many characters that you don't have to unlock, that is so much replay value that is missed. And there's also the question of story mode. Because, well, I think Mario Party 8 didn't really... I don't remember if it had Bowser at the end, because I haven't played that in such a long time. But the thing is, now Bowser's playable, so I'm wondering, would you unlock Bowser by going through the story mode and beating story mode? And then you'd unlock Bowser. I mean, in that retrospect, you couldn't play as Bowser in story mode, so I don't know if they'll do that. But it's like, okay, well, it's Mario Party. It has to have a story mode. Did the first game even have a story mode? I don't know when story mode started, but I know at least 4 had a story mode, 5, 6... Did 6 have a story mode? 7 did, 8 did, 9 did, and 10? I'm actually not sure. But, like, there's quite a lot of story modes. So, something like this where they're going back to their roots and, like, we're gonna make people happy, and we want to make people happy, if they didn't have a story mode, I'd be like, what the heck are you doing, Nintendo? Like, sure, this is great. Like, I'm loving this. I mean, at the same time, though, it would be hard to be mad at this game, because we've got a whole river mode that's coming, where it's 4 people, they're on a raft, and you're going and you have 60 seconds originally, pop balloons, play a minigame, depending on how you do, you get a certain amount of time added, and then there's a bunch of different routes. So you've got a ton of replayability on that. You've got free play and team play on 2 different ways, because you can do regular party like it is in the whole entire regular game of Mario Party, and then you can go and say, hey, I liked how Star Rush was, and that's a sub mode in there. You can actually play 2 different modes of party, which is even more insane. So it's like, I don't know. I just don't know how anybody could really be disappointed in the game. I haven't heard anybody was. I know I'm excited. My brother's excited. And the best part is, though, is that my brother, a while back, this summer at some point, he came into the room and he said to me, you know what, the whole streaming thing looks fun, because I did a Mario Party... I did a few Mario Party streams. I want to say one was with Sam. And he came in and he asked, hey, do you mind if I stream this with you at one point, like a Mario Party? And I was so happy, because the whole entire time he was like, I don't really want to. And we did at some point do like some Mario Party stuff, but that was a while ago, and I don't think anything really happened with it, to be honest. So when he came out in and asked me, I literally almost started crying because I was so happy. I was like, yes, you definitely can. Because, like, that's just so fun. Because it'll be like the whole entire childhood experience of just sitting on the couch, and I mean in this case it would be computer chairs, but just sitting and playing Mario Party with my siblings. That is like the one giant family thing that we would do, is we'd play Mario Party, or we'd play Smash Brothers, but we'd mostly play Mario Party, because back then, I played a lot of Smash Brothers. So I was really good at Melee. I mean, not anymore. I'm awful at Melee, because I'm not used to it. You know, mechanics change and all that. But we would play a lot of... Well, I would play a lot of Smash Brothers Melee, and I got used to it, so anytime we would play, I would do a lot better. But it was more even ground, and when I was younger, I was like, I'm not winning, because, like, my mentality was different. But now I'm like, well, it's fun, and I should do this. And also, I wanted to mention, I actually did get my goal of getting all perfect fruits. So I just wanted to mention, and that's cool. And now that I've shown that off, I'm going to pick up every single one. I'm going to shake them, and I'm just going to pick up the perfect fruit. And it's going to be a nice little perfect fruit party. Perfect fruit party. But yeah, it's going to be just... Mario Party's great. And I'm kind of sad that nobody's really talking about it. But probably because of the whole 9 and 10 thing. But I think once Super Mario Party comes out, it'll be a lot more topical. And a lot more people will try it out. They'll see, hey, it's not like 9 and 10. It's like the original, and they're actually giving it their all. I really do think that it's going to be this whole giant revival of Mario Party. And the whole thing for Melee, one of the things I remember is that we went to my grandma's the one day, and we brought the GameCube, put in Melee. Our one friend came over, at least I think it was at my grandma's. But we ended up being like, okay, well, let's play some Smash Brothers. We all agreed, and I don't remember why, but I put it on 30 stock, and I was a good 7-9 stocks ahead. It was either like 30 stock or like 99 stock, just because I wanted to do it. Put it on Temple, because why not? And after a certain amount of time, they just kind of like shut the GameCube off and then left. And I was like, oh, well, okay. But because the skill level was very different. But now I wouldn't do that, because that's not fun. And in retrospect, for one of the times when I had friends over, I put on stock because I'm so used to it, and we never really use time. But I should have put on time, because then he could have actually kept on playing. And I thought afterwards, I was like, I really should have just put this on time, because if I put this on time, then he could have kept playing with us, and then he probably wouldn't have been a little bit frustrated and upset because he hadn't really played Smash Brothers, but everybody else had. And it's just this whole big thing. But yeah, for Smash Brothers launch, that's going to be very exciting, because I'm going to have Jeremy over, and Jeremy has not been in a video in at least a year. I don't think he's been in a video for legitimately like that long. So it's gonna be really fun, really exciting to have him over, play during launch. I don't know if we're gonna stream or record. I think we're gonna be streaming, most likely, and we'll probably do like local matches. But again, we don't know how all that's working, and by the time this gets uploaded, we will probably have had another direct, and we'll probably have a bunch more information. And then by the time that I'm hyped talking about that information on Pocket Camp, the game's already going to be, like, out for a month because of how behind I am on this, which is why weeklies I want to do both Animal Crossing, but again, I don't know if I'm going to really do that. And also, again, I'm not really worried about this stuff. I'm just seeing if there's any gyrates. Like, I don't know. Do you guys let me know in the comments, do you want me to upgrade the van at all? Because depending on how much it costs, and see, that's the thing. I don't know the cost value of it, For bells, because if it's a bunch of bells, I would much rather just keep what I have and be able to buy literally anything that I want than the idea of just going in and being like, oh, hey, look at this, you have a slightly bigger camper, which I know is the point, but that's not going to accomplish anything for me. And there's no end game to this game, so there's no reason to do that. It's not like it'll become a mansion of a trailer, you know, Luigi's Mobile Mansion. It's not going to become that, so it's just one of those things I look at and I'm like, but what's the point? What's the point of doing that? Also, instead of, you know what, I've been doing yellow the whole time. I think I need to just throw down a bunch of green, because then I can use those greens, and I'll pollinate in my own time for the flowers. I'll go and I'll get more blues, because seriously, all I need is the rainbow glasses and then like a cabana thing. And it's weird though, because they have one item for each of the things, and then once you buy them, then it's like, okay, but for the same flowers you can get 10 more, except we jacked up the price. Like one of them, it's like a hat. I think it's the hat. And it's the exact same flower, and you get 10. You get 10 for 10 flowers to spend on this hat, and then you go in, and after spending 10, it's like, okay, well you can get those 10 more, but you have to spend 20 each time. And it's just like, I don't really feel like there's really much of a point to doing that, because I already have this stuff. I checked with Gulliver, and the hat, at least, it's not all that it's cracked up to be. It's really not, because I think it's good, but it's not like a fantastic thing. So it's just like, well, that stinks. Also, I will say the bug event, what I was hoping for, I thought it was going to be like the fishing event, and I know you guys are probably like, but Spins, the garden event is literally the exact same concept, except for in the garden. And it's not a tournament. Why would you want this whole entire bug thing? And I mean, it's silly, sure. But the main reason why I would want to do something like that is just because, A, you have Nate coming in, and B, because then it adds more of these, like, colorful, fancy bugs into the world that you can do more with. And it would spice things up a little bit, which is why they're doing this whole thing. And the only reason I'm just like, okay, I'm fine with the way they're working this, is because the goal is fortune cookies, and it's free fortune cookies. You don't have to spend leaf tickets or bells. You just have to spend time and try to get the right bugs for it to work. And I don't know the regeneration time on it, but I'm assuming it's like a few minutes, and then you can go back, try to get some more. I know if you miss them, you can go back and you can respawn them anyway, so it's not really a big deal. Also, another thing that I was thinking of doing, I think I might have talked about this in the previous episode, but I have a lot of people in the context. And I know it's a silly concept, but I'm thinking that instead of just keeping who we have, I think I'm just gonna take everybody out of the campsite, and like everyone's gonna be new except for the person that we just invited last episode. And the reason I would want to do that is for, oh yeah, I didn't mention the new villagers either, and there's this new civic city kind of thing, so I'm gonna have to do some stuff with that at some point. Yeah, but where was I going? Oh yeah, I'm gonna kick everybody out, so then we can lessen the amount of people we can invite, and then we have more people in that list, and then everybody is completely 100% fresh, and it's okay, and it's all good. I do actually have to show you guys what the campsite looks like, because I forgot. I sincerely, on the last episode, I legitimately mentioned it. I was like, I have to show you guys what the campsite looks like. That's something I need to do. And then it slipped my mind, and I was like, oh, okay, well that stinks, because I just didn't remember to do that, like changing Magenta's clothes either. So I'm actually going to want to do that, because this is one of my least favorite outfits that she has, to be honest. So first off, I want to put on the denim headband. I'm thinking I want to do the denim shirt, and then I'm going to want to do... Should I do one of the pants, maybe? I mean, I kind of want to just do, like, a skirt or something. Because I prefer the skirts. Because it just is better, in my opinion. Yeah, that skirt doesn't look right. I mean, it is a black denim. It's a lot of denim. That is a lot of denim. That is still a lot of denim. How does the white one look, actually? I mean, the white one kind of pops a little too much. Too much color. See, that's the funny thing. It's like, what are my thoughts on this? I think I'm gonna go with the sailor skirt. I think that's gonna be the best. And then the blue, I mean, I kind of like how the boots look. I think they look fine, so I think we might just keep those. And those socks, like, I want to use these socks, but they're so situational. They really are just so situational. And yeah, let's add some white in there. That's cute. I really like that. That's really cute. Yeah, but they're situational, and I wish they weren't as situational. But what we've got here is a nice little food stand kind of thing, Jell-O table. You got the trash can, and it's like a nice little festival thing. And I don't know how long I'll keep it, because as I said, I was like, it's cool, I guess, but it's not my favorite. So let me know in the comment section below, do you enjoy the look of this? Yes, no, maybe so. And also, it would make sense to keep that hammock, but I'm gonna put this tree up, and then I think what I'm gonna do, so I'm gonna go to one of the ones that we've done nothing with, because there's actually some modern characters that we have that they're locked. We can't get to them. They're trapped in the eternal friend zone of level 10, level 9, whatever level that is. I almost said level 5, and that would suck. If the lock was at level 5, that would actually be nauseating. Nauseatingly awful. But the nice thing about constantly being able to have materials and the money is that you can go in and you can just make whatever attraction you want. I forget what it's called. It has this amenity. You can make whatever amenity that you want, and you don't have to worry about it. You don't have to worry about having money or, you know, anything like that. And we do actually have this new pipe park, but we don't. I saw somebody actually being like, it is literal trash that they have there, which, I mean, it's true. It's true. I think that the best thing, I haven't seen any historical, but I've actually legitimately seen, yeah, I've actually seen people for modern that have that trouble. So it's gonna look crappy. It's gonna look really crappy around there, but it's gonna be okay. I found out apparently when Earthbound was going on, because I've been watching Chugga's playthrough on Earthbound. Apparently, crap was a controversial word, which is really weird to think about because it's like one of the lesser swear words. It's really not a swear word. It's just like just a swear word. And I've had people yell at me being like, "That's not a swear word." It's like, kind of is, but not really. It's like a lesser tier. It's like the lowest tier of swear, I guess. I have no idea what I'm saying. But yeah, the last thing we have to do is we need to go in and, yeah, because that's going to keep popping up, and that really annoys me that it keeps doing that. Like, hey, look at that, you have all these special requests cleared. And I'm like, okay, well, that's great, but can't really do anything about it. Yeah, but we had Flip. Flip recently joined us, and I'm kind of sad because we have Sprinkle, Bunny, love having her. Shari just joined. Pee-wee, great, he's been here for a while. Blue Bear, Roscoe. It's hard to keep track, though, of the people that have actually been here recently for you guys, for episode-wise, because for me, it'll be months that go on, well, weeks that go on before I do an episode. So because of that, it's harder for me to keep track, where you guys might be like, why did that switch? But I get used to it because I play it daily. So it's just not something that's on the forefront of my mind. Okay, so let's see. Let's do, yeah, we can call in Bud. I think what we'll do is the first few, we'll do like 3 from the top, and then we'll go in, like, we'll go down into the list instead of just doing it like all the people at the top, and we'll bring some of them in, because then you have variety in there. And I don't think you can skip like any of this. I might just fast forward this process or skip through this process. I have no idea. But now would be a great time to get some water, because they're going to be showing all these ridiculous cutscenes. Sure. Okay. Apparently they wanted a clip of Bud trying to get into the bathroom. Okay. Okay, so this is the last one. I decided to add Twiggy, and the reason is because I actually need to go back and continue watching Kirby Right Back at You. But there's a bird, and I forget what the bird is. Takori, who looks exactly like Twiggy, and I've mentioned this before when we first saw Twiggy, and ever since then I wanted to add Twiggy to the thing. And I saw, hey, we haven't invited Sandy before, and she was in our GameCube playthrough as well, so let's add her. So that's kind of my thought. Jay was actually just at the top, and he was one of the options. Kind of weird that we haven't had Jay in yet, because he was one of those base characters. But, I mean, hey, whatever. It's kind of hard to guess where everything is. But the first character we added was Bud, so I guess that's the character we're going to go and change. And we're not going to change any of the others. We'll still do the daily changes. And the way we'll do character swaps from here probably is we'll start off with Flip, and then we'll go down from the ones that we added, if we do end up doing that. Will I ever really use this? That actually looks really good on him. I don't like doing fortune cookie or anything like that on the characters, but, like, that looks outstanding on him and intensely good. I'm gonna keep everything the same pretty much, except I don't know. Do I want to add a hat? Would you look good in an orange knitted hat? Not really. That does not fit the whole... Because he does actually look very lumberjack-like. I would put the stem if I had more of the stems. Like, but I don't, so... Let's see here. I don't think he really needs a hat, to be honest. So I'll just put on this Outback hat. Actually, that looks pretty decent on him, so I'm just going to keep the Outback I don't want to take away the glasses because I don't have the pair to replace it with. So I'm gonna leave his glasses alone because I don't wanna mess with that. Okay, just a little wave. Okay, there we go. There's a real strike a pose. I didn't feel like striking a pose though, so I decided not to. Anyway, though, guys, that is going to be it for this episode. We're gonna do one last thing, and that's going and checking to see if we can get further in here. Oh, I guess I moved somebody out of there without realizing. Oh, that was Sandy. Yeah, that was Sandy. So, yeah. Hopefully you guys all enjoyed. I know that I talked a lot about Mario Party and Smash Brothers instead of really just kind of anything important with the game. But I feel like this was, in a sense, very nice because it's a nice relaxing time. But if you did enjoy, make sure to hit that like button. If you want to see more, let me know in the comments, as well as subscribing. You don't have to if you don't want to. And then make sure to share this out, because the more people that I can make smile, the better. That's my logic. And we did end up actually getting one more goal, so we'll check that out really quickly. Or we got 2 goals. 3 goals technically. And yeah, that's right. I was actually thinking of inviting people to do this one, and then I was just like, nah. But then I decided to do the campsite hall, the invite hall. Oh, that's it for that. Okay. I was like, what's the next thing? It's like, there's nothing left. You did what you did. So it's like a bunch of fruit beetles, and then the horn beetles, and then we'll get it. Okay. Yeah, I don't know how that third cookie's gonna work then. That's weird. But, it's an event, and it's something I wanted to show off. Either way, though, that's it. Keep your toes safe. Hey guys, if you enjoyed this video, you can go to the right of the screen to find more SGP videos, as well as some SGO videos, and to the left, you can find the subscription button for SGP and SGO. So, I'll see you guys later. Bye!